Alright guys, I'm back. Had a nice little sesh at the gym. Got the legs going. I'm a little upset because I got a parking ticket on the bike. So I've been parking it in the on the street parking in the street spots, because I had parked it initially in a motorcycle stall, whatever you want to call it, their permit lots for the city. I don't have a city permit, and so I parked there knowingly, you know, that I could potentially get a ticket. And so I eventually did, like a while back. It was like a $15 ticket for just parking in, you know, a permit only spot without a permit. So that happened, and so I was like, well, that's stupid, because you get like it's like a progressive basis when you park on the street. You know, it's like you get a warning, then it's like a $7 fine, then like $12, so on and so forth. And so I was like, well, I haven't gotten a ticket for expired meter on the street with the bike, and it goes by license plate. So I'm like, okay, since it's only been on my car that I've gotten those tickets, I'll go ahead and use my motorcycle, because I have a freebie left, in a sense. And so I was hoping that they wouldn't be checking them as much in the summer, but you know, of course they are. It's so dumb. I know, it's just, I sound ignorant saying this, but I hate the street parking here, because it's not like always in demand. I understand the need for it, like metered parking, but that it only goes so far to when it like is really not necessary. Like when there is like 8 empty spots in like a block, like why are you going around and enforcing parking like that? Like when there's just empty spots that you can find anywhere, like obviously there's not a demand for the parking, so there's no need to have like to be having to pay. And it's so ridiculous. You know, when I see so many people that don't pay, and so it makes me not want to pay myself, because it's so stupid. I mean, it makes sense, yes, don't get me wrong. I understand why you need to have metered parking to, you know, meet the demand and, you know, kind of make it a fair market for everybody. But when it gets so saturated that it's not really fair, because like people are just parking for free anyways, it just really comes down to luck. I think it's rather stupid. So that kind of annoys me, but I knew I had a freebie, and so that's why I've been parking the motorcycle there. But I literally, as I'm walking out, I see the person printing the ticket, and I'm like, oh my god. That's like the second time that's actually happened, where I've caught the person giving me the ticket, and I'm just like, if I would have been walking out 3 minutes earlier, I would have been out of there and I'd have been fine. You know, that kind of thing pisses me off. But nah, man, street parking just in general like, look at all this. Like there's plenty of spots. Like, why would you actually enforce these 3 people that are parking here? It doesn't make any sense to me. I understand when it gets busy during the school year, because during the school year, this is like full. Like, this is always constantly full. You're fighting to find a spot. So it makes sense then, but why are you enforcing it in the summer where there's plenty of room to park? There's always plenty of room to park. It's so silly, dude. So silly. So, and you know, I'm not really trying to get another $15 fine for the, you know, permit parking. Nor do I want to get a permit, because first off, I would hardly use those. Well, not hardly, but I would not use them near as often as the university's lots. Nice turn signal, buddy. Turn signals are optional, right? But I wouldn't use those lots near as much as the university ones. And also, I think I looked at it once and it was like mad expensive. Like, totally not worth it. But who knows, maybe I'll look into it at some point, check it out again. But anyways, I'm having a chill day. I've got a tennis match a little later today, so headed home now to recover after the workout, and then hopefully not be too worn by the time I get to my tennis match. So we'll see. Ooh, careful there, Henry. One thing about the summer that sucks is the bugs. Bugs starts to get on the windscreen, and I have to freaking the visor. Why do I keep calling it a windscreen? I don't know. But bugs get on it. You have to consistently clean it. I have a modular helmet, and so this the little sunshade that's within the helmet, I usually have that down when it's sunny out like today. And then if I don't have the main visor down as well, it kind of bugs end up flying through and hitting that sun visor. This guy's riding her ass, man. Got like a 10-foot gap right there. I hope he saw me do that too. Don't ride so damn close to people, bro. Unless they're going really slow. This person's going at least 40. I'm going 45, so I mean they're going pretty fast. Man, don't be like that guy. Especially when you got a big old truck like that. That makes people nervous. Especially if they're like an older driver. Get super close to him like that. Ram 1500. Whew, all this pollen, man. This is crazy. I watched the video yesterday when I was editing. You can't really see the pollen a ton, but you can kind of see it. It's crazy in person, I'm telling you what. Like, it is like, it's like a minefield of pollen that I'm just driving through. My allergies haven't been horrible though, so I guess the meds are working decently. I don't know, I kind of wonder what you guys think of wherever you're situated at, what the street parking or just city parking in general is like in your town. I want to know, because I'm curious. Like, you know, in the bigger cities, like, you know, the big metropolitan areas, it makes sense. Like, it really, I understand. And you know, and this is a kind of a middle ground city where I'm at, because it's not like a big city by any means, but it has that city kind of aspect of it, because it has a big downtown area and it's, you know, pretty populated, big university and everything, but it's basically just a college town. So that's why it's kind of annoying, because sometimes I do agree that the street parking and payment for street, like metered parking, is necessary, but in times when the population is so low because of like no college, you know, it's summertime, it just doesn't make sense. It's very silly to do so. It discourages people from using downtown facilities, probably losing money downtown to it, like businesses are, because I'm not, that's a little far stretched, but you know, I'm just saying, like, it's silly. You know, like in big, you know, cities like New York, where there's just always constantly, I understand that there's always constantly demand for parking. I understand there needs to be strict parking ordinances there, but it's just, I don't know. Let me know what your guys' city is like, and you know, whether or not you agree with it, disagree with it, whether you like it or not. Curious to know. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you stopping by the channel, and have a great evening, or day, or night, or morning. Man, I'm curious to know if anybody watches my videos in the morning. That'd be interesting. I guess I am releasing them mainly at about noon, so sometime after that. But anyways, you know what I mean. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.